Okay, guys.
Alright. Peace and blessings to everyone. This is another episode of Freedom Fighters podcast, the YouTube channel, Change Starts Left Ohio. I'm here with my co-hosts, DeMonte and James. Good morning, everybody. We invite y'all listeners to others to share our show's video on your social media platforms with the hashtag Ohio Freedom Fighters. So, on Monday's show, we talked about rehabilitation and incarcerated perspective. Answered a lot of questions. Today we'll talk about, fratricidal conflict and how youth are being affected by the dynamics of it. Sometime next week we plan on interviewing another death row prisoner. This upcoming Monday.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
This upcoming Monday, October the 12th, is what some people call Columbus Day. So we have a lot of things that we plan to talk about on Monday's show. Reminder that our abolish death penalty protest is coming up on October the 17th, 2020 in Chillicothe, Ohio, in front of the Chillicothe Correctional Institution. Visit our website, changestartsleftOhio.org for more information. You want to give them some links to that, James?
I want to encourage everybody listening to come out to the event on the 17th. Share the videos, like them, and share the link. Got a little anti-death penalty protest. Come and show your support. We also working on a petition you can support and sign to abolish the death penalty in Ohio. We are against executing prisoners for crime, especially when there are chances of innocence. That's why we got a string of interviews coming up. We use this platform to highlight flaws and faults in the system that led to different prisoners being wrongfully convicted of death.
Right. You want to give us a little more information on that protest, James?
Sure. Go. Why don't you guys do the talking today? You're well liked and well respected by so many of the viewers.
Definitely appreciate that. You definitely feed off that energy. Right now there's a lot going on around us. We're gonna stay within a certain time slot. We gotta talk together and kind of so we're gonna try to stay focused on what the content is. At the end of Monday's show, I think someone suggested that we do a show about the day in life on death row. I'm not really sure how deep on that we'll go into, like the politics and like certain daily activities in here. However, we definitely want to be a little transparent as far as like who we are and help our listeners and subscribers, get more familiar with us. Right now, COVID impacted the prison system. I'm pretty sure we all watch the world news and know what's going on with that. Every state different. Ohio had more prisoners who died from COVID in the prison system than any other state. It was, when it first started, it was like, 3 or 4 different prisons that it ran rampant at. The prison that we got now, Chillicothe, CCI, is the biggest prison in Ohio. It used to be like a military base or military school prison or something like that. It can hold anywhere from 3,500 to 5,000 prisoners. DR is probably like 140 guys back in like the administrative block or whatever. You feel me? So like on regular status, you pretty much got the freedom to go to the gym, throughout the week, several times, like go outside several times throughout the week. You just got, a kitchen, we lunch, breakfast, and dinner. You feel me? You pretty much got different activities and different programs you can go to throughout the week where we can stay active. Then, at our housing unit, we have an upstairs, downstairs, we can pretty much interact with, play cards, do whatever we want, you feel me, as far as like, from 6 o'clock in the morning to like, 8:30 at night, we pretty much out ourselves for real. And like for us, we just be building a lot. Like, we got different group of guys and different groups of bandits. I draw a lot, I'll be, messing with this little keyboard, trying to, make music, social writing music all the time, or rapping, on the phone with his family. We always reading, trying to, study up on something and be engaged with each other, build on, different scenarios, different topics and viewpoints that we do in reading or whatever. So, that's pretty much what we are on a day-to-day basis. So, to let our listeners know, I don't personally like to refer to people simply by the color of their skin, like black. It comes to so many different nationalities as well as skin tones. There's black skin tone of people who identify with being a part of Asian, Native American as well as Latino cultures. You feel me? So like I refer to people of color, the ones known nationality, quote unquote black folks, come from various cultures. I refer to black people, simply as Africans or people that's, African descendants or something along those lines. But, it's because that's, the origins of our nationality, our culture, and where our ancestors came from, African land or what they would consider, Africa. You feel me? Like that's, it's politically correct to refer to people as black people, but, on a personal level, like whenever you hear me refer to African people or African descendants, it's not necessarily people that live in Africa. Like black is an American term that people, use in America.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Because outside of America, people are classified according to their own nationality, Jamaican, African, or, whatever else they are, you feel me? So I want to touch on a little bit more about Africa land. It's the name of Africa given to by one of the oldest indigenous tribes, and it means mother of mankind or guardian east. But I don't agree with the stigma of being black either, like, because before black recently became king, black used to be demonized. Like black life has an extremely minimal value. Like black equals slaves. It's been that way ever since they turned the coast of African land to the slave coast of Africa. You can see the minimal value black life has with Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. So being black, descriptive of our heritage and our origins, and it made our contributions look like mere accomplishments rather than evolutions of civilization. Racism is the greatest threat to society, and being black is a target for any nation of people. So it's more anti-blackism, not racism. Like why identify with what the oppressor used to strategically degrade you? Black, in terms of race as it's spoken now, has no cultural or heritage founding and no scientific basis. When you speak of other nations and they identify with race defined by geography, location, and culture, that's why I feel like it's important to know history of their own culture, what contributions to society or people made and what role they played in civilization. People without knowledge of their history is like a tree without roots. Before we was black, we was Cushites and Ethiopians, people with generations of history and heritage. Already. I mean, like for me, like when I was in like level 5 Supermax, like in Ohio they have, like this little organization people call, the Aryan Brotherhood, right? And like being in a level 5 environment with a lot of these guys, like just having like open conversations with them about, race and just, viewpoints and things like that, right? You feel me? You ask any white person, most white people that I've, come to know or came across, or any person that identifies Latino, ask them what they are, man. They'll be like, they Irish, they Guatemalan, or they whatever they are. Ask a black person, like, what are you? They black. What is black? Like, you feel me? Like, it made me start like looking into the term like black logic. Like black ain't really nothing but a term that's used to identify large groups of people, as opposed to like, most of us don't know what part of Africa that we come from, our ancestors and things like that. However, technology being the way it is, like it's ancestry, things that people can look into to really tap into their roots and heritage and really know what's going on. Me and a friend definitely was talking about doing that more recently, because I have.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
It's my culture, but not a lot, but like it's crazy because like, DeMonte told me about the word negus, AGUS, so I think like it was Tupac or somebody who coined or recoined the analogy that we took the N-word, N-I-G-G-A, and turned it into a form of endearment or something along those lines, don't quote me on that how he said it, but in reality, like the word negus, N-E-G-U-S, is an Ethiopian word or term, negasi, like it's an Ethiopian dialect that means the king of kings, you feel me? So like now I'm building on a book, We Are the Black Jews by Yosef A.A. Ben Joe Shannon or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but so like that's what I'm pretty much reading on now, and like DeMonte enlightened me on that, like, and I just couldn't help but to think, like, in terms of the N-word, Nigger, like, you know, I'm thinking like our ancestors were like pretty much mocked by their oppressors with the term, because these oppressors knew that we was Negus, N-E-G-U-S, Negasi, you know, in our native lands. You feel me? Like it just shows you like straight hate of how, you know, they took a powerful and righteous term and flipped it and used it to mock and degrade us. You know, but we as a younger generation, to some degree, you know, we use the N-word, you know, N-I-G-G-A, freely as a term different from like brother or homie or something like that. And yet, even though we spell it different, the way we say it is pretty much basically calling each other kings and rulers. You feel me? Like, it's crazy because, like, one of my Rastafari brothers, Rasango out in Detroit, you know, like, when he get at me, you know, he be writing me a lot of patois, using a lot of Rasta references, you know, when he be making his points about life struggles, more or less, he will always refer to me, himself, and others as Negus, N-E-G-U-S. And when Sosa put me up to that, DeMonte put me up with some knowledge, you feel me? Like, I have gone away, and, like, I wrote on a book that I use, like, to formulate my thoughts, like my little journey I wrote on the front of it. Never use the word N-I-G-G-A or N-I-G-G-E-R while we doing a podcast and channel. You feel me? Like, so that's why I do it. And I was telling Sosa, DeMonte yesterday, I'm like, yo, like, we gotta make sure we ain't cussing and doing, we need to do this podcast and channel. You feel me? So, like, we gotta be an impediment of that. Really, like, we can't be like cutting up around here, acting foolishness. But then on air, you feel me, like, yeah, like, so, like, you gotta clean it up, though. You feel me? You wanna say something about that, bro? Yeah, so, like, in terms of, like, my favorite place, Malik Sincere, like, you know, the name Malik, depending on, like, how it's used, you know, it can mean king or chief in Arabic. I use that for, like, my social media to represent king. You know, Sincere is the pen name I use, you know, for my books and my brand that we built as the art. And, like, you know, I wrote 6 books that I'm in the process of getting published. You know, in fact, you know, a lot of the material that I use on, like, the rehabilitation and a lot of material that I formulated my thoughts on is pretty much from a lot of my essays, a lot of my books, a lot of my poetry, and different things that I've wrote over the years. You feel me? Like, you know, it's crazy because, like, me and Monte, you know, we were preparing for something like this where, you know, I was blowing up my brother's phone and a couple other people like, yo, we need to get it. You know, YouTube channel started, we just started recording. I was like, what we was calling it or something like that. Like, we just, you know, record something about, like, the video footage and the video grounds and us just talking in terms of, like, how we be doing. Because, like, we be having some deep conversations that be, like, opening up some, like, some real conversations.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional
They do a
facility
great job,
and may
folks.
be recorded and monitored.
To really, you know, bring about, you know, some change for people, you know, that we reach out to in the free world as well as, you know, people on here, you know, so like then the opportunity fell through and then we had this platform, you feel me? So like, you know, we definitely grateful for, you know, the family, you know, the people close to us, you know, like, you know, that really support, you know, the brand that we doing, like, you know, how we freedom fighters like is definitely, you know.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, so we gonna call back here in a second, James.
Then we're going to be playing DeMonte's song again. Okay.
Thank you for using TTL.
We want freedom, slavery still legal. Tell me how we equal. Mass incarceration, Jim Crow to see. This one for my people, caged and confined. They trap your mind, they gotta beat you. Propagating lies, watch me bring the truth to the light. We want freedom, slavery still legal. Tell me how we equal. Mass incarceration, Jim Crow to see. This one for my people, caged and confined. They trap your mind, they gotta beat you. Propagating lies, watch me bring the truth to the light.
Huh. Awesome, ain't it? I'm not sure why it was so low. We'll play one more time.
We want freedom, slavery still legal. Tell me how we equal. Mass incarceration, Jim Crow the sequel. This one for my people, caged and confined. They trap your mind, they gotta beat you. Propagating lies, watch me bring the truth to the light. We want freedom, slavery still legal. Tell me how we equal.
Hello. This is is a This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I was saying, like a lot of the content that I use is from, different material that I've, written. And like, we were trying to do something like this for a while. We have like resources, that we were trying to utilize, but with COVID kind of slowing down, speed back, and having a little, rocky roller coaster ride. Family, get more overwhelmed at certain times, but they could only do so much. So he was just patiently waiting, and his opportunities swung forth. So, like just the last maybe like 2 weeks or more, we just been like every day, at the table, coming up with different, material for, future shows and different things you want to talk about to make sure that we bring in awareness. But this world evolves so much within a 24-hour time period that, it's like it's other stuff that like I can't talk about right now in terms of like, what's going on out in the free world, because it's like it's hard for me to express myself, and refrain within certain lines about, certain things that I'm saying on TV right now with the Breonna Taylor incident, you feel me, like, and different more other, situations. So like we trying to prepare for that. Shout out to Killer Mike, what he's doing with Greenwood, like mass respect for Big Bro, man, like, he's definitely trying to make a change for like people and poverty and whatnot. And you say you want to say something about the
I wanted to elaborate a little bit more about like why I identified with, and I refer to darker skin tone people as African. Not because only they originally from there, but because the relationship with this continent has to the evolution of civilization and humanity is historical though. Like they had the first medicine, the first science, the first agriculture and craftsmanship. Like see the oppressor like to portray the image.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
I said that the oppressor likes to portray the image that Egyptians were Arabic Muslims, but in reality, those Muslims only been ruling there for a short period of time, and they came along with their holy wars and forced conversion. But I'm gonna take you way back when Al-Qaeda had no foreign invaders, and it was a Grand Lodge in Wat Luxor, which is modern day Egypt. 24 of the most wise men established what is known today as the Egyptian mysteries. And these philosophies formulated the basis for each major religion of the day. 24 Africans who would today be known as blacks. Our oppressor took our way of life, culture, and marginalized it into a follow religion we know today as Judaism. Our lifestyle was idolized into religion. We had languages, fruitful civilizations, who made major advancements in all walks of life. Like we need education about our origins, because we're a nation of great leaders and innovators.
Right. Like in here, it's kind of hard. Like it's easier to do stuff now, but like we got this little app on our tablets. Like we got the GTL phone tablets, and we got JPay tablets, and they got ebooks and music that we can download and subscribe to, and all this whole, get rich scheme stuff they be running. But on an ebooks, like it's hard to find any good ebooks on black material. Like when I mean black material, I mean civil rights era and all that, like, but yeah, there's all kinds of books about Hitler and all that on the GPL tablet and the JPay tablet. Not no prison stuff. It's not like this. These are companies that supply prisons with technology to help so-called keep us occupied, or whatever you want to do, like for recreation, and they charge us for it. We can't get adequate knowledge for like we just be in here. Going through. I started like my knowledge building around the Black Panther struggle and the Nation of Islam, and that's where I kind of like got a lot of my core, building on education and ways of looking at myself differently, because like we come from urban environment. When I say urban, I really don't like using that term, but like we come from environments that's filled with poverty, and like a lot of the things that we was caught up in the streets, we was looking for ways to identify ourselves. I was just telling folks like a week ago, I was like, like when we was coming up in my generation, I'm 30, I'll be 33 on the 19th of this month. But I'm like, ain't had people on the streets marching. Like, you know, we had rap music, you feel me? Like, we had MTV and BET, but like, you know, like, it skipped my culture in the sense of like our music, you know, told about our struggle. You know, we had neo soul music that spoke about their, you know, black empowerment and things like that. But like, we didn't see, you know, 6-year-old, you know, African kids and all kinds of people out in the streets rallying in support of, you know, rights. You know, like, the police used to put on us in the hood. He was out there selling dope and robbing people and doing dirt. So like, when they pulled up, we ran. Like, they used to beat us up. When they did, we felt like it was a part of the dynamics of being out there in the streets. But then like now we watching TV and we see the change and technology is just is making people be held accountable for their actions. And then you see the actions of many people who say that they've been recorded and they still don't care how they act. And it's just sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just personal in terms of like, you know, a friend that I was talking to last night. You know, she said she admit that she understands white privilege. You feel me? Like, and she's white, and I was like, that's real. I'm like, that's honesty. Like, what's more important is that you don't recognize that you got white privilege. It's like, okay, we ain't asking you for sympathy and handouts. Like, what can you do to help somebody else that's less fortunate? If you got a platform to use, that's your platform. Use your platform. You feel me? Like, help somebody else that's less fortunate. And like, I ain't even putting labels on nobody in particular, just like in general. Like, you know, trying to do what we can to pay it forward in life. You feel me? Like, that's what, like, the podcast is trying to pay it forward of. You know, there's guys in here that have different little stories and different little things going on with their legal cases that, you know, we want to bring light to. We just want to make sure that it's done in a way that it can really get the attention it needs to get. You know, like, and if people out there, you know situations like we said before, you know, enlighten us with it. You know, let us know what's going on so we can be a voice of some kind for some people who might not have a platform. We can talk about their situations and you know, we're trying to come up with a petition right now, an abolish the death penalty petition. We're trying to come up with, and we're in the process of putting it together. It should be, you know, God willing, by Monday. You know, we have it pretty much formulated and together that people can sign, not just for Ohio, but outside of Ohio. And the focus point is just to know that, like, yo, like, we in an election year, you know, like, you know, exercise your right to vote. You feel me? Register to vote. You know, crazy thing is, before I came to Ohio, I worked for a vote administration office, Acorn, out of Baltimore. I used to get people registered to vote, and I was a convicted felon at the time, and I couldn't even vote myself. And I ended up getting laid off from that job though. But you know, like, you know, judges, you know, prosecutors, you know,
this call is originating from
You can vote if you have felon
and
folks
may
in
be
Ohio.
recorded and monitored.
have the power and control of people's lives, especially people incarcerated. You know, they're the ones that's asking for your vote right now. You know, second to you know, Trump and Biden. You know, prosecutors. You know, city council. Elected officials, senators,
yeah.
You know, we have the power to vote them to office.
Yeah, Edward. Yeah, Edward, you can vote in the state of Ohio from the day you walk out of prison.
Oh, okay, Ohio different. Yeah, I was in Maryland when
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in Baltimore. Yeah, God willing, I get out of Ohio, man, and be able to vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, God willing, you know, we just trying to, you know, bring awareness to what's going on out here. You know, like, we can, you know, tell you all the situations that we have, you know, in the judicial system with the judges, you know, us getting, you know, wrongfully convicted and us, you know, being mistreated at trial. But if people out there are voting or not voting these people into office, then it really holds no merit and value because they're going to keep, you know, the cycle going with other people. You know, it's happening. You know, you know, you know, for 14 years, I told everybody I dealt with, only select a few people that loved me and knew who I was as a man, you know, believed that I was innocent. I'm like, yo, like, people was like, yeah, anybody that's locked up and say they're innocent because they want, you know, like, but it was real. And then it took somebody that didn't know me from Adam and Eve, that just saw, you know, some things that, you know, didn't look like it make sense. And, you know, she's the reason why, you know, all of this is possible, though. So we definitely appreciate, you know, any level of support that people out there have. You know, any information, you know, get it to us so we can utilize it and contact these people. We definitely are doing what we need to do in here too. So don't think that we just, you know, on here not, you know, we taking advantage of, you know, opportunities as far as like reaching out to different organizations, a law firm. People must understand, like, a lot of these Innocence Projects, because they say that they are the Innocence Project, and they have helped hundreds of people that's been in prison. Each Innocence Project or each organization represent people differently. Some only focus on DNA, some only focus on rape victims, some only focus on child molestation, some focus on specific issues and cases so that they won't be overwhelmed with too many cases, which is, in a nutshell, a good thing. That way they can focus on what their strong suits is and get those people vindicated and things like that. So, I've had people reach out and say, like the Ohio Innocence Project, I wrote them. They told me because I was a part of my crime, to get the fact that I wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, because I played a role and what led up to 2 people being murdered. You feel me? Even though I didn't plan for nobody to get murdered or ask or even want nobody to get murdered, because I had a role in a crime that led up to 2 people getting killed, I'm pretty much as guilty as my co-defendant. And that happens a lot. So people must understand that, it's the dynamics of people's cases. When you read stuff online about what they locked up for in the court dockets, that's what the prosecutors are presenting in front of the court to get the court to keep our death penalties and keep our convictions the way they are. And we have to prove to the court differently in order to get our cases overturned. And if we don't do so, then the courts confirm and affirm the state's decision about convictions. You understand what I'm saying? So, unless you are familiar with how to research people's cases with the state of Ohio dockets, the legal dockets, then you will never really understand what is really argued on both sides of the law in terms of why people are convicted. You might just pull up something on Google search, and then it says that we did this and we did that. And that's only the prosecutors trying to convince the court that the guilty verdict is official. It supports whatever analogy, whatever theory they came up with, to convince the jury to find us guilty to begin with, So you got any questions, any comments, anything like that, James?
It was more or less comments. Your friend Nikita said hi. And then Jasmine put down, but what's online is sometimes blocked from the real truth. I was actually thinking of going to the library who holds old books. Sometimes there is only one copy laying around. And then she put down, people still march in Washington. The Million Man March was a few years ago. Million of men just showing up. And that was more or less a comment. And she's right.
Right, man. Already. Now this is keto, that's why we were saying, about living according to facts and history, man. History, have been, took from us in terms of, education. Sosa, DeMonte gave me the 1619 project with, what's her name? Jones, Kimberly Jones. Anna Nicole Jones, right. The 1619 project is a podcast. We got the transcript audio of it, and I seen something about Trump not wanting that curriculum a part of the school education system. He was going to cut funding, and I'm like, it's teaching people about the truth about what America's good for. Y'all worship, Columbus Day. This guy, how you find some land that people's already here and he was murdered, and to his own testimony, he felt like Aboriginal and indigenous people, Native Americans, was easier to be enslaved because they were so peaceful.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Maybe give your numbers too at the end. Don't forget.
Have 1 minute remaining.
Contact info.
So on the next podcast, we're going to interview another DR prisoner in case we believe in that needs some attention. We appreciate all the love and support our friends, family, listeners, and subscribers, give us. We feed off all that energy and love. Love is loyalty, and loyalty is everything. And I'm sure I showed the hashtag Ohio Freedom Fighters that we believe entertainment will forever remain. Peace and blessings, free world. Already, help us get these views up, man. Same stuff with us, man. Do something to make the world a better place, man. We appreciate you, James, man. Anybody out there about this laughter and other stuff, man. So,
okay, brothers.
Already. I'll have just a second,
We're gonna play my friend DeMonte's song again.
We want freedom, slavery still legal. Tell me how we equal. Mass incarceration, Jim Crow the sequel.
This one for my people, caged and confined. They trap your mind, they gotta beat you. Propagating lies. Watch me bring the truth to the light. We want freedom, slavery still legal. Tell me how we equal. Mass incarceration, Jim Crow the sequel. This one for my people, caged and confined. They trap your mind, they gotta beat you. Propagating lies. Watch me bring the truth to the light.
That's neat. I'm going to play some of the videos that they have sent us in the past, and I'm going to go to Edward at the end. I don't even know if I can.
My name is Diamante Graham. I was falsely accused and wrongfully convicted of aggravated murder in 2016. And for the last 4 years, I've been fighting for my freedom. Now I have the opportunity to co-host Freedom Fighters. Through Freedom Fighters, we are trying to raise awareness and educate on the pitfalls of America and make contributions to society through the evolution of knowledge.
Now, is that well said for a young man? Okay, here's the second one.
Through Freedom Fighters, we want people to understand views from the perspective behind the walls from conscious prisoners. We want to raise awareness to individuals who have the power to create systemic change and prevent these injustices from continuing to happen.
This was the first ones they sent me. Let's go down to Ed now. I got to look up his. It's bad. I don't even know the alphabet. Oh, here it is. Okay. I hope his didn't get deleted. Okay, here it is.
Peace and blessings. My name is Edward Lang. I'm a death row prisoner in Ohio. I was wrongfully convicted of 2 counts of aggravated murder, and I've been in prison for 14 years fighting for my innocence. I'm the co-host of the Freedom Project. The ultimate goal is to be a voice for men and women who the system has failed to, advocate to get rid of the death penalty as well as prison reform. We also want to bring awareness to other social issues that have a tremendous effect on society as a whole. So, support us, like us, post the links and follow.
Okay, and let's go to the second one. Let me make sure the volume is up. Let's see, it's...
Peace and blessings. My name is Edward Lang. I'm a death row prisoner in Ohio. I was wrongfully convicted of 2 counts of aggravated murder. I've been fighting for 14 years to prove my innocence. I'm just one of many players in the system that we definitely try to bring awareness to, the death penalty in Ohio. Hope to, get people to vote and to get people to, urge legislators to get rid of the death penalty. Have a social media platform, post the links, share the links, like the links, and support us. You can be a change.
Everybody, please check out our website, www.changestartswithusohio.org. If you're able to spare $5 or $10, you could do it through our website, or we have a Facebook under my page for Change Starts With Us Ohio. If you can donate $5 or $10, please do so. You can also write a check and send it to 1141 Oakwood Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, 43206. Thank you, everybody, and have yourself a great day.